What up? What up? What up, family? Oh man, let me see what we got. Let me see what we got in here this morning, man. Mm, We got 16 people in the building, man. Appreciate you guys for tapping in, man. I'm gonna get to some of these comments in just a second, man. See what we got in the building. Let me turn my mic up, man. Uh, Let me get to the top. Osteen 716. Good morning. Good morning. Appreciate all you guys in here this morning, man. We back for another Sunday. 16, 17 people in the building right now, man. My apologies for the late start, guys. Just got back from Publix, man, making a little early morning grocery run. It's cold out there, man. 25 degrees in Florida, man. This supposed to be a sunshine state, bro. Effie official in the building. Excuse me. Let me get down to some of these comments, man. Let me know if the music too loud. Um, I turn it down a notch. Effie, what up? What up? Canada in the building, man. J Rock, what's up, man? I think I miss you, or we miss you. Um, last Sunday. I don't think I remember seeing you last Sunday. By the way, I made you a moderator too, J Rock. Appreciate you for holding it down in the chat, man. J Rock said, yo, from the Sunshine State. Fellow Floridian in the building. Let me see. Let me see. We got Biggs in here. What up, Biggs? Checking in from New Jersey. All right, we got Virginia here. We got Virginia here pretty heavy. Christopher, appreciate you for tapping in. J Rock be keeping it honest in here, man. Appreciate the love, J Rock. Listen to Jay, man. Jay said, subscribe if you haven't already. We got an awesome community over here, man. Shout out to everybody for tapping in. Shout out for all the support, man. You guys be supporting the channel, man. I appreciate it. We got 21 people in here right now. Appreciate it. Big say just taking it all in before I get my CDL. Salute. Salute. That's what's up, man. We got Sharita in here. Good morning, Sharita. How you doing? Checking in from H-Town. Lady Trucker. Shout out to all the ladies out there doing their thing, man. Who else we got? We got 421 in the building. Checking in. Appreciate you. He said, good sunny Sunday. The weather is a lot better now. Yeah, it is a lot better compared to what it's been the last, few days. It's been a rough week though. For me personally, it's been a rough week, man. I see some I mean it's still, some terrible weather though across the country when you look at the grand scheme of things. I see a lot of truck drivers, having to stay put in certain areas just due to how bad it is out there on the road. So, a lot of truck drivers been going through it, man. I've been, looking at a couple YouTube videos here and there, truck drivers complaining about the, road conditions and things of that nature. So it's been rough for a lot of people, man. We got TY Montana in the building. What up, TY? What's good? Tony Montana. Tony Montana. What up, TY? We got Roll Master in the building. Trucker Church Sunday. Yeah, man. I just was in there brushing my teeth. And first day, my wife was like, "You know, we going to church today, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." So yeah, man, Trucker Church Sunday. We got G107 in here. Peace and love from Florida. Don't forget to hit that like button. That's right. What's up, G1? 421 say, let me go and hit that like button. Appreciate that. Uh, we got Fluxus. Just tuning in on what's going on, man. Appreciate you for tapping in. Effie, what's up? Effie say, get them likes up. We got 27 people in the building, man. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Y'all already know, man. We come here every Sunday, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. We talking trucking. All right. Anything you guys want to get off your chest, feel free to come up, man. Have a little chat with us. All right. So we got A Town. Shout out to ATL. Atlanta always be showing up heavy too in the building. Oh, okay, got you. Yeah, I figured I didn't see you last Sunday, J Rock. Appreciate that. He's back. I figured you was out, man. I know how active you be in the comment section. Appreciate that. Myron in the building. Salute. Say Anthony and everyone here this morning. Tapped in from Jersey. All right, we got a few people in here from Jersey. We got that hustling grind life in the building. Good morning from Youngstown, Ohio. All right, we got Ohio in the building. We got Craig in here, another Floridian. Man, he say from Miami, Florida to Tulsa, Oklahoma, the weather is crazy today. Man, bro, it's cold out there, man. It's cold out there, bro. 25 degrees is crazy. And for Florida. J Rock, if you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. Yeah, for sure. If you have any questions regarding trucking, don't be afraid to ask. That's a fact. Oh, it's 20 degrees. The hustle and grind life. Thank you, baby. My wife bringing your boy some coffee, man. 20 degrees. That grind, that hustle and grind life. Where you checking it from again? You probably already said it. I probably just missed it. We got 32 people in the building, man. Y'all see J Rock staying active in the comments. I already know he reminded people to hit that like button. Crypto Nader, 1988. You got me really planning how to invest. I'm going to start going hard. That's what's up, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. My man said I'm gonna start going hard on that investing. Got to. Got to. We got DB in here. What up, DB? Hey man, I was laughing about that comment you sent me last night, bro. That text, I mean, excuse me. You know they ain't coming up with no proof, man. They ain't coming up with no proof, DB. It's a lot of chat, man. T Will in the building. What up, T Will? And that negative weather, the trailer be warmer than anything, excuse me. Man, you ain't kidding. You right about that. Particularly if it's not refrigerated. You know, I'm in that refrigerated trailer, so you know it's a different story for me. It's already cold out, and then I gotta hop in that freezer. I be turning that thing off ASAP, man, and keeping the door open. Crypto Native said also Old Dominion Freight Line stocks are up 40 to 45% year over year the past 30 years. Oh, that's pretty good. I wasn't aware of that. That's pretty good. Travel Trucker, what's up, man? Travel Trucker, man, you be stirring up a lot of mess over there, bro. You got a lot of trolls in your comments too. Travel Trucker. Shout out to Travel Trucker, bro. You be keeping it real though, my man. I mess with your channel for sure. That's why I had to do a reaction on that video. Mm. Yo, I'm still getting comments on the daily on that reaction video. It's crazy, man. You stirred up something with that one. I see you got another one you dropped. I haven't watched all of it. I think it was about that Memphis situation. I don't think I watched all the video, but I heard what you said in that video as well. Seemed like it's getting a lot of traction, a lot of engagement. Folks in the comments saying that, you wasn't talking about Memphis, man. Sound like some people took offense to that. Shout out to Memphis, man. T will say -13 last Sunday. Oh, you hitting us up from Missouri. Okay. -13 is crazy. That hustle and grind life say getting out of healthcare after almost 20 years, been thinking real hard about CDL and doing local, but I also own a business and I don't know if they can coexist. Mm. What type of business do you own? 421. I dropped a list of companies in one of your last few videos, and I have about 12 more that most don't know about. Private carriers are far better than typical OTR outfits. Okay. Um, keep dropping it, man. If you got some more info, you could drop it in the chat or you can drop it, you know, in the comment section after the video, however you want to do it. I think the information is definitely valuable for those that's on here right now and those that's gonna watch the replay. Drop that info. That's what it's all about. That's what we're here for. Appreciate that 421. We got Wild Beard Trucking in here. What up, Wild Beard? You got a good channel though, my man. Keep doing what you're doing. Every time I pass by a Hirschbach truck, I think about your channel, man. Shout out to Wild Beard in the building. Appreciate you for tapping in, my man. J Rock say gotta drink that coffee. Yeah, man. Especially as cold as it is out there. Just help warm me up for sure. Appreciate that. Shout out to the wife for bringing that to me. Effie Official says there was a CDL driver opening at our GFSDC, but it's taking long to view my application. I heard they like to hire outside for less pay. Been selecting for 8 months. That's interesting. I haven't heard about that hiring outside for less pay. Excuse me. I haven't heard about that. Any advice because I haven't applied anywhere yet. I mean, my personal opinion, I do feel like GFS is a good company. So, if you have one nearby, I think it's worth checking out. At least consider it. At least make it an option. I mean, you can apply, see what they're talking about. If you're able to get an interview, you can go to gfs.com/careers. You can even check out some of the interview questions that they'll be asking you and things of that nature. It's a lot of details and a lot of information on that website. Gives you all the information about the hiring process and the different interviews to expect, the type of questions to expect, all of those sorts of things. Benefits. You can check all that stuff out on that website, gfs.com/careers. We got 36 people in here, man. If you haven't already hit the like button, hit the like button. J Rock said, man, when it's cold like this, I turn the TK off at every stop. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, me too. Got to. Oh, T Will, you work at Cisco. All right. Cisco in the building. Hey, matter of fact, I got a question about Cisco, man, because um people telling me that Cisco, I don't know if it's company wide, every location or what, but I'm still getting people hitting me saying, man, even Cisco require me to have experience. I'm getting people that have applied for Cisco and they saying like, look, we need experience. Now, if I go to Cisco right now and look at some of the jobs here locally, one of the first things I see is we welcome all new CDL graduates. So to me, that implies that they'll hire CDL graduates. I mean, I don't see where it says you have to have X amount of experience when I look at Cisco. So let me know, man. Give me some clarification on that, T Will. Let me know, man. What you know about that? Are you guys hiring new CDL graduates at your location? Because according to the application or the job posting, when you look at it, it says in black and white, welcome new CDL graduates. So let me know if you can give me some clarification on that, man. Travel truck, I already know what he doing over there. What's up with Cheney Brothers moving into the Panhandle? They taking over. Man, Cheney Brothers been on the Panhandle. I live on the Panhandle. They got a drop yard about 20 minutes from my house. Shout out to Cheney Brothers. They're actually supposed to be building, I don't know if they're still in the works or not, but they were supposed to be building a distribution center about 30 minutes away um, in Milton, Florida. So I don't know if that's still in the works or not, but it's probably been a couple years now. I don't know if they broke ground yet or if that's still the plan. I have no idea, but Cheney Brothers, they heavy in Florida. Big say I watch all his videos. He a real dude. I think he was talking about Travel Trucker or maybe Wild Beard. I'm not sure. I know I know they both create content. I'm not sure which one you were talking about. Travel Trucker say be careful with private carriers. Let me put I'm tripping, man. Let me put the link in the chat, man. I'm talking about coming up. I haven't even put the link in the chat. But y'all didn't remind me to put the link in the chat. Y'all trying to keep from coming up. Let me see. We weren't able to post comment. All right, let me see something real quick. Let me take this out. I may not be able to post it in the chat this morning. Oh, nah, we just want it right here. Okay. My bad. All right, let me try this again. We should be good this time. All right. Trying to get this link in the chat. I don't need it to go to all destinations. I just needed to go to the YouTube channel. That's interesting. All right, for some reason, let me try to post this. Let's see, this word. I'm gonna get to the comments in just a second, guys. Let me able to post comment to those channels. That's crazy. All right, for some reason, I'm getting an error message on the comments. It's not letting me post a comment. That's a little strange. All right, let me get back to some of these. I'm gonna go to the next one. Andrew in the building. What up, Andrew? Appreciate you for tapping in. We got Bryant James in the building. What's up, Bryant? Chick-fil-A building distribution center in Lexington, South Carolina, supposed to open this year. Home daily with great pay. Great pay. Appreciate that, man. That's good information. I didn't know about that. Good information in South Carolina. Chick-fil-A. There y'all go if you live in that area. We got Marcus in here. Good morning. Salute to you, brother. Currently in New Mexico. Oh, what's up, man? What up, Marcus? We got New Mexico in here. I don't know if I ever had anybody from New Mexico tap in. Appreciate you. 421 says there's a GFS grocery store near me. I wanted to check it out. It looks real inviting from outside. Do employees get a discount there? I mean, well, I don't know. That's a good question. I was about to say, I mean, I would assume so, but let me not say that. I got a lot of GFS people watch the channel, so I don't want to put any misinformation out there. But that's a good question. Myron. What's up, Myron? I'm considering relocating to another state within 6 months. How's the process of transferring your CDL from one state to another? Somebody asked that question last week, and I think it really varies from state to state. Some of the laws may be slightly different, or the process might be slightly different. I know I was looking at that as far as moving the ATL, and I was looking at the process, and all I saw was just pretty much all I needed to do was hand in my Florida license, and then they would give me a Georgia license, transferring the endorsements and all that onto the license. So I don't know. I mean, it could be different depending on where you live. So if I were you, I would just call the DMV wherever you planning on moving to and asking them that question. Dirt Bikeroo said it's almost better to sign a contract with a company to obtain a CDL right now. I didn't want to be locked down, so I paid out of pocket for school. Took me almost 2 months to find local employment. Yeah. Mm, that's really why I paid out of pocket too, because I didn't want to be locked down to a mega carrier and locked into a year contract, having to drive over the road. So yeah, I mean, if you want to stay local, paying out of pocket is probably the best way to go. But again, even when it comes to paying out of pocket, if you don't have the funds to pay out of pocket, there are programs like the Workforce Innovation Opportunity Act. The acronym is WIOA, right? And that's just a grant that will pay for your schooling and other skilled trades as well. But in this case, we're talking about trucking. So for those of you that may have or may not have the funds to pay for your tuition for trucking school, you can check out the Workforce Innovation Opportunity Act program. Yeah, let me see. Let me see. Um, mhm. Yeah, you could try it. What? I don't know. It may not. It may not even let you. That. I just thought about it. It may not let you. Thank you, though, babe. I'm talking to my wife right now, trying to assist doing something, helping to post the link. I'm like, it ain't gonna help. Shout out to my wife trying to help out. We got Zay in the building. What up, Zay? Appreciate you for tapping in, bro. Marcus say going back to Atlanta. We got Jay in the building. Will's turning through North Dakota. 10 degrees out here. Be safe on the road, driver. Be safe, man. I actually worked there at GFS. I love it. Good benefits, profit sharing. This shit was dope. There you go. FE official. Just answered your question to, I can't remember who asked that about GFS. Oh, okay. 421. There you go. You probably already saw that. This message was like 10 minutes ago. So I'm a little bit behind on the chats. So y'all bear with me. Uh Dirt Bite says Cisco wants 6 months here. Okay. He was responding to my question about whether or not Cisco requires experience. So you're saying they require 6 months at your location. All right. Appreciate that info. So I guess it's not, across the board. I guess it just depends on location with Cisco. So I guess some people who've been checking in telling me like, look, man, I've been applying for all these different companies, including food service, and some of the food service companies are telling me we need experience. So listen, if you're in the chat right now and your company doesn't require experience, let me know. Drop it in the chat, man. Because we still got some people out there that's having a tough time finding work. People with experience and people without experience. Dirt Dirt Bikeroo says they said the terminal isn't big enough to train new drivers. Mm, I think you were referring to that Chick-fil-A. Bankroll De Niro in the building. What up, Bankroll? I've been calling around with certain jobs. They want at least 1 to 2 years experience OTR. Okay. What jobs have you tried locally as far as the industry? Food service, beverage, like what type of jobs? They got some LTL jobs out there too that hire with zero experience. All right. Appreciate that, DB. Let me get this up real quick. Bear with me, guys. Let me send this email to my guy DB real quick. Give me just a second, guys. All right, DB, I just said that it may take a few seconds to get to you. Just text me, let me know whenever you receive it. All right, let me get back to some more of these comments. Travel Trucker says insurance out of pocket at private carriers will be high. You go to ER, copay would be 500 plus. Yeah, insurance is crazy, bro. The insurance industry is over $1 trillion industry, man. So that's where the money at. If you're in the insurance industry, it's a lucrative industry to be in. Most of us pay for insurance that oftentimes we don't use for maybe a long period of time, but I still think it's definitely necessary. It's a necessity. We all need insurance, and they know that. We got Matt in here. We try to get that link. I'm trying to get that link posted. For some reason, I'm getting an error message on my end. So I just shot the link to DB, so he gonna try to post it. He gonna try to post it in the chat or at least in the comments. Matt in here, I got 5 months OTR and order selecting experience. You think US Food would consider that, or are they strict on 6 months? I'm trying to go local ASAP. That's a good question. I can't really speak for US Foods. If anybody that worked for US Foods in the chat right now, definitely drop it in the comments section. I'm not sure how strict they are um, on their driving experience requirement. I know they do say, I think, a minimum of 6 months, like you just stated here. So I'm not sure if they'll waiver on that or not. They could be a little lenient. I'm not sure. I know I have a lot of US Foods drivers that watch the channel, so hopefully we get some of them in the chat right now to help answer that question for you. 2 Degrees, what's up, man? Appreciate you as always for tapping in. Good morning, everyone. Don't forget to hit the like. That's right. Appreciate that. Travel Trucker say the majority of OTR carriers use Blue Cross, but private carriers don't get the same deals. We got CJ in here. What up, CJ? When I mentioned the same info you gave, I'm not sure what OB is. I guess you meant about probably. I'm not sure. Papa John's plus the research and talking to their drivers, people refuse to believe they, I guess you meant the money that they make every year. In my opinion, they are a sweet deal. Yeah, man. Shout out to Papa John's. I have a subscriber or a supporter that works for Papa John's and shoots me messages often on Instagram, just kind of giving me updates on his trucking journey over there with Papa John's, and he seemed to be doing pretty well over there. So it definitely could be a good opportunity for for the people who want to do the type of work. Bankroll says you don't have to pay out of pocket for driving school depending on what school you go to. Go to your state work source and ask about yeah, that's what I was just talking about. But this was 15 minutes ago, so He probably had already said that. Uh, Give me just a second, guys. We got 53 people in the building right now. If you hadn't already, hit that like button. Hit the like button for me. All right, guys. Shout out to DB, man. DB put the link in the chat for me. Let me find it. I'm bypassing some of these comments. I'll get back to them. All right, DB put the link in the chat. So for those of you that want to come up, hit the link. You should be able to see it in the chat. Appreciate that, DB. Start this one. If y'all see DB215 in the chat, he posted a link for me. All you guys have to do is hit the link to come up. I skipped over a bunch of comments, so I'm going to try to get back to some of these. Man, that's crazy. I don't know why I'm getting an error message. All right, but the link is in the chat if you guys want to come up. We got 49 people in the building right now. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. We got Knowledge in here. What up, Knowledge? If you want a good local job, just get into waste management. All right. If y'all want to do waste management, pass by the garbage truck drivers all the time out there, man. Let's see. We got Mike in here. Is food service count as experience driving truck? It's mainly unload. Yes, it does count as driving experience. King Giovanni, is food service and OTR experience looked at as the same? I don't know about that one, but it is driving experience. Whether you're doing food service or OTR, I mean, it's still considered driving experience. You got to understand that um, food service drivers, yeah, we unload, but we also drive. And a lot of food service drivers are doing what I'm doing, right? They're regional drivers, so they're driving all over. So it's still driving experience at the same or at the end of the day. And a lot of those guys, that run local. I mean, it could be a challenge running local, doing food service. I think any food service driver that runs local will tell you about some of the challenges that you face. So that can be tough running local, but it's all driving experience at the end of the day. OTR experience is definitely good to have on your resume though, for sure. I mean, you dealing with different weather conditions, a lot of different weather conditions, driving in different terrain and all that type of stuff. So, and Jay says, I used to select the U.S. foods in Houston. They'll train you, especially if you're coming out of the warehouse. Okay, I could see that. I think, you know, if you're already working in a DC or something like that, I definitely think that the chances of you getting hired is relatively high for a driver position if you're already in house. So I do think you got a leg up in that case. I mean, your foot already in the door. You just got to make the transition over to the other side. We got 63 people in the building right now. Do me a favor, hit that like button. We got Aaron in here, man. What up, Aaron? I have 2 years in food service with different companies. I'm at a company now, Ferraro. I think that's how you pronounce that. Ferraro Foods. But their hand truck don't have brake. I'm thinking about buying my own trucks. Should I? I mean, look, I think it's a good investment, man. I love them brakes on my hand truck. I know, you know, a lot of food service drivers, they have a different opinion when it comes to the brakes. Me personally, I won't want to do food service without having brakes on my hand truck. So, but to each his own, man. You know what I'm saying? Whatever works. I wouldn't say one way is better than the other. It's just really all about preference. I really prefer having hand truck with brakes, and I love my retractable handle on my hand truck. So, it's super easy for me to pull out from underneath the load. So, but again, man, that's just my personal preference. Everybody's different. But I do think, to answer your question, I kind of look at that as a good investment in my personal opinion. So appreciate you for tapping in, man. 421, you can make great money at Labatt Foods doing line haul. My high school teammate was doing great there, but he left and went to Estes. Just another reminder about the link being in the chat. Let me know. Let me know if you guys see the link in the chat that DB put. That's the link to get on if you want to come up here and just share your experience in the trucking industry. For some reason, it's not allowing me to post the link. So if you guys see that link in the chat that DB put, just tap on it. Come up. Who else we got? We got King says, also, I wanted to say thank you. Got my first trucking job with Gordon after watching all your videos. Keep giving out this knowledge, bro. It is definitely appreciated. Appreciate that, King. Appreciate you, my man. That's what I'm here for, man. Zay says Gemini Motor Transport is hiring in my area for fuel hauler. Where you at, Zay? I can't remember where you at. Where you at, Zay? I think you in some part of Florida, but I can't remember exactly. Let me know. 2 Degrees says everyone isn't fortunate to get a local job coming out of CDL school, and it's based on your location. Shout out to those that are able to do so. That's a fact. It's tough getting a local job, man. Salute everybody that's able to get a local job. A lot of people want to stay local, man, and it's competitive out there. It's competitive trying to get a local job. So if you are able to land one, salute to you. Zay says travel trucker, link in, bro. You have a lot of experience and insight as well to share, brother. Yeah, man. Shout out to travel trucker. Brian James says pulling a lowboy trailer locally pays great if you're in the right area of the country. Travel trucker says anything counts as experience as long as you use electronic logs. OTR will accept it. Yep. Say it's all road time. That's a fact. We got Robert Cornelius in here. What up, Robert? Appreciate you for tapping in. If you are in the Detroit area, Detroit at work page for your CDL. There you go. That's some more good info. We got Calvin in here. Calvin Leak, top rope. What up? What up? What up, bro? We got Gene in here. What up, Gene? KAG is looking for drivers in Memphis, Tennessee. There you go. If you're in the Memphis area, Keenan Advance Group is hiring. Go check out my man channel too. Gene Be Great TV has a good YouTube channel as well, man. Appreciate you for tapping in, bro. Brian James says tractor trailer experience is tractor trailer experience. Yeah, that's right. Doesn't matter if you OTR or full service. It all counts the same, man. Infamous Mac. The only company I know that trip on the local experience is Prime. Oh, okay. Let me see. Travel Trucker says you in Detroit, Mobile, Jacksonville, and most area in South. Check out Titan Transfer video dropping tonight on them. All right, appreciate the info, Travel. Nicholas, what's up? Glad you was able to catch this one, Nicholas. I seen your comment on the last live. You said you missed it. Appreciate you for tapping in on this one. DB dropped the link again in the chat. Appreciate that, DB. Listen, if you guys are in the chat, DB dropped the link a couple times. All you got to do is hit the link to come up and share your experience, man. Hit the link. I want to hear from you. What you got going on? I had somebody email me a few days ago, man. Sent me a long email. This person was explaining to me that he just, well, I wouldn't say just, but he said right after Christmas he was laid off from a job. Him and like 70, I think it was 75 other drivers, man, laid off right after Christmas. And he said with no notice, no warning, no nothing. Man, shout out to them drivers. Unfortunate situation, man. I think he said he's looking at R&L carriers right now, trying to get on with them, I believe. Hey, man, it's crazy out there. That's why I say, man, you know, you just got to be thankful. You can't take stuff for granted, man. You just never know, you know. These things could happen to anybody. I was laid off from a job that I was at for 15 years back in 2018, so I've been there. And, getting laid off is definitely no fun at all. So, um, I definitely empathize with those drivers and anybody who have to experience that. But that's why, I'm always talking about saving and investing and, just doing your best to try to prepare for the unexpected, right? I mean, life be lifing. So, you just never know when things can happen, man. Anything can happen at any time. None of us know. So we just gotta do our best to be prepared as best we can. And try not to take things for granted, man, because you may be blessed with something right now that somebody is desperately trying hard to attain, right? A lot of us have jobs and we thinking about how can we make more money. Some people just trying to get a job. So sometimes you just gotta take a step back, man, and put things into perspective. We got Justin in here. What up, Justin? Hand truck with brakes is a must, especially in wet weather. That's a fact, man. That is a fact, bro. That's a fact. I can't emphasize that enough, man. Love the hand trucks on my brakes. Or I said that the wrong way. The brakes on my hand truck. J Rock said brakes are the best. You save your knees. For sure. Yep. Not only that, man, you just have more control over the load coming down the route. If you have a ramp, right? Maybe you have a lift gate. Either way, you just have more control over the load. When like if you do have a ramp, obviously when you coming down, it's that momentum. That momentum gonna drag you down. So when you got brakes, at least you can slow up a little bit. Unduplicatable. What up? Appreciate you for tapping in. He says it seems like everyone thinks great money is 1,200 to 1,400 a week. My idea of great money is closer to 2K to 3K a week for 40 to 60 hours. Am I being delusional or reasonable? Currently in has been not necessarily. Not necessarily. I don't think you're being delusional. Everybody's idea of great money is different. And I think, it's some factors that you gotta consider when you say a great money. I also think where a person lives, you gotta factor that in. So, you know, you also gotta factor in where a person came from, meaning what they were making before they making, 12 to $1,400 a week. If you're talking about somebody that came from a job and they were making, 500 600 a week, and now they're making 12 to 14, to them 12 to 1,400, it may be great money. So I think it's I just think it's different for everybody. Everybody's gonna have their own definition of what great money is. You say 2 to 3K is great money. Somebody may look at that and say, well, that is not really great money, right? Now, I think we all would agree that that is great money if you're a company W-2 employee. But somebody may look at it and be like, well, that's not great money. So I think it's relative, man, to who you ask, honestly. But I definitely don't think you're being delusional by answering that question. That's a good question, by the way. Yeah, okay, Zay, Jacksonville. That's what I figured. I knew you was in Florida. I couldn't remember which one. Um, he said, Travel Trucker said, if you can dig up at least 6 months anywhere, then you got a shot at a lot of local jobs. Yeah, I would agree. And y'all already touched on this because I'm late on the comments. J Rock says, unduplicatable 1,200 is good money, but it really depends on the person and their lifestyle. Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just different. Mind you, if you're making 1,200 to 1,400, you probably on top. You, yeah. I feel you, DB. Mind you, if you're making 12 to 1,400, you probably on top. Only top out at 1K usually. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I could see that. Brian, right travel truck. Okay. Unduplicatable. Responding to J Rock, I put as much as possible in the high yield savings. Looking to buy a truck. Smart man. We got Mike in here. I've been emailing and calling the Gemini transport recruiters, they not hitting me back. Well, we got the man in the building. Mike, we got DB in the building. He may be able to assist you on that and point you in the right direction. DB, you probably are responding to Mike's comment. I'm not sure. I'm a little behind on the comments. But any questions that you have about Gemini Motor Transport, DB215 is the person you want to holler at. He has a YouTube channel as well. He's a Gemini Motor Transport fuel hauler. All right. A seasoned, a veteran fuel hauler. All right. So he's definitely the one you wanna talk to. 421. For those asking about the company I work at, everyone doesn't hustle like me. That's why I make others make 95 to 100K here, but I'm not lazy, so that's how I make more. Okay, got you. 421. We got Trey to make in here. Appreciate you, Trey, for tapping in. He said I live in Jacksonville too. I work on a dedicated target account. It is team driving, but I'm home every 6 days. That ain't bad. Nah, I already tried it. I'm gonna send it to you as well, cause I don't know why I'm getting an error message. All right, let me send this real quick. Give me just a second, guys. Let me send this to my wife real quick. All right. Trey says looking to go to Gemini. Everybody want to man? Do everybody want to work for Gemini? Shout out to Gemini Motor Transport, man. Good company. DB, everybody want to come to Gemini, man. Zay says I'm unable to. DB, I don't work for Gemini. I'll follow you on the experience you share. Let me go to somebody who haven't highlighted yet here. Ricardo. What up, Ricardo? I have a question. Why is GFS always in my way when I'm delivering? That's a good question. That's a good question, man. We trying to get them cases out the truck, man. Who you work for, Ricardo? Drop it in the chat, man. Let me know who you work for, man. GFS trying to debo. Mike, what up? Appreciate you. How much can you realistically make your first year as a rookie food service driver? Man, it depends on the route. Depends on the location. Uh, realistically, I don't know. I say anywhere from 75 to 90-ish first year. Could be more. Like I said, is depending on your route, location. Um, a lot of the extra board drivers, if you are on the extra board when you come into food service, I mean, guys make money. So, the potential is there to definitely make very close to six figures your first year. Like I said, just really comes down to the route, location. All that stuff is going to play a part, man. Travel Trucker said, this is why y'all got to research when Anthony TV tells you looking to invest in. Never be dependent on that check. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's a fact, man. Appreciate you for saying that, Travel Trucker. Exactly, man. Like you gotta prepare for anything, man. You just never know. That's why, you know, um, I don't really believe in job security. I always say job stability because things happen, man. Companies downsize. Um, if you see what's going on in the freight market, rates are high. Freight rates is, it's terrible right now. Not a lot of work. I was just watching another YouTuber yesterday, I think, post a video working for a LTL company. He was talking about all these layoffs that's going on at the company he's working for. So, it's, those type of things happen, man. It's business at the end of the day. It's unfortunate that, you have to go through something like that, but companies do it all the time, man. And that's why a lot of people would rather, you know, be entrepreneurs. In this case, since we're talking about trucking, owner operators and be in control of their destiny, so to speak. But it's pros and cons with everything, even in entrepreneurship. I mean, owner operators feeling it too. So everybody, has issues, man, that they going through. Everybody has challenges out there. It's just trying to figure out how to navigate through it all. Owner operators, a lot of them having a tough time right now. I think we all know that in the trucking industry. So, Dope Law, what's up, man? Appreciate you. Say, hey, Anthony, you are truly a blessing, man. It's been a little while since I've been on. Yeah, man. Appreciate you for tapping in, man. It has been a minute since I seen you in the chat. Clyde says good money is 1,500 a day. Yeah, that's good money. That is good money. Shout out to Clyde. Who else we got in here? Um, Brian says, my personal opinion, no CDL driver with at least 2 years experience should make less than 1,500 gross a week. I agree with that. I agree with that. Jay said 6 months experience won't cut it if you're trying to make good local money in Houston. Okay. So it sounds like you need more than 6 months experience in the Houston area. Jay says, I won't mind going local, but the coast to coast money is too good to let go. Top Montana, I know some women in LTL making 100K a year. Yeah, I believe it. I mean, the money is there. The money is out there. Shout out to my wife in the chat, man. Babe, what you laughing at? Shout out to my wife in the chat. Who else? Clyde. I haul propane when it's cold outside. You can make great money. Yeah, I be seeing those guys with that propane, man, dropping off that propane. I used to see them at the grocery store all the time, at like Winn Dixie's and stuff like that, dropping them propane tanks. I know that's a physically demanding job as well. 421 say you can make great money hauling propane and other LPGs year round. Brian says, try Circle K if you can't get Gemini. I heard Circle K was decent, man. Any one of those companies where you hauling fuel and they have their own, dedicated stores. I mean, Circle K, you just delivering the Circle K, so you know it's gonna be work. It's always gonna be work. Same thing with Gemini Motor Transport. I mean, you delivering to Loves. So, Loves aren't going anywhere. Them Loves popping up, truck stops all the time, everywhere. So, you got stability there. Infamous Mac in here. Man, they ain't gonna have any opening at Loves in a minute. Yeah. Everybody trying to get on with Gemini Motor Transport. Okay. And I asked this question a while ago. I was just trying to see who you were with, Ricardo. He said Cisco out of Grand Rapids. Okay. I think I think Grand Rapids is actually the home base of Gordon Food Service, if I'm not mistaken. Uh yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it is. I know it's in Michigan. So that's probably why GFS always in your way. Cause you at home base, man. That's probably all you see at GFS. Infamous said y'all come over here, LTL gang. Shout out to all the LTL drivers, man. J Rock. All right, so what's up, MD? Appreciate you for tapping in. Ohio in here. Loves is at a good rate of building stores every year, so Gemini will always have openings. RIP Tom Love. Yep, that's crazy. And I just said that. But I know you posted this like 6 minutes ago, so I'm a little bit behind. We got Alexander in here. Appreciate you. He says, is there any jobs in PA local? We're hiring a new driver. I'm currently with WE on the OTR position and want to go local. How can I go about that? I got about 3 to 6 months of experience. If you're in the PA area, let me know if you can answer this question. I don't live in PA, so I wouldn't know, but if you're in the PA area, let me know. Just drop it in the chat if y'all can help my man Alexander out. Brian says doing 10% on my 401k for now. I mean, that's pretty good. J Rock, I see GFS all the time coming from Plant City. Yeah, man, them boys out Plant City be getting to it. Shout out to Plant City. The boys be getting to it over there in Plant City. First year in food service, you can make 90K, but you have to grind hard. And depending on what company you work with, yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. It's really gonna all come down to location, route, and company. So, that's why it's so hard to just, throw out a number. I gotta put a wide range on that. Like that's why I said like 75 to 90, I think I said, or 75, 75 to 90. Because, it's a few different factors you gotta throw in there. I can't just really say a solid number. Alexander say outside the city of PA. Okay. J Rock said, I know guys that made 100,000 first year at Sigma as a rookie. I believe it. I know it's possible. I know it's possible. Again, that's not saying you're gonna make that everywhere. Yep. J Rock said, yeah, there's no more job security, especially in trucking. Yeah, man. So, you know, you got to have at least a silent plan, a silent plan B, just in case. Appreciate that, DB. DB been active in the chat. Remember, guys, that link is in the chat. I'm pretty sure some of you guys see it. All you got to do is check out DB215. You guys will see the link, highlight it in the chat. Hit that link, come up, talk to me. Let me see what you guys got going on. Jonathan, appreciate you for tapping in. You can make great money in food service if you're willing to work for it. Yes, sir. Very true, man. 421. I'm not sure what Jay said about Houston, but he said 421 says, I live in Houston, and there are several local companies that are hiring. Having tankers, doubles, hazmat, and Twic is the key in H-Town. It's a tanker city. Mm, there you go. So I guess Jay may have said something along the lines of, I guess it was hard to find local jobs in the H-Town area. But 421 says that's not necessarily the case. So that's good info. 421. Jay says in trucking, you have to be smart with your money for sure. What my wife talking about, man? What she say? I laughed at the question about GFS drivers constantly being in the way. And we always in the way. Jay Martinez, I applied for GFS 2 weeks ago. Check the status, and it says under consideration. Okay. Okay. I mean, that's a positive. That's a positive. Follow up. Follow up with that, Jake. We got fees in here. Appreciate you for tapping in, fees. I'm 22, got my CDL in June. Been working at Coca-Cola and making 2,500 a paycheck. Very physically demanding, but it will get a bit easier once I get a bit, or a, I guess a bid route. I guess that's what you meant. Only problem is it's a 45-minute commute. Mm. Hey, if it make you feel any better, brother, I drive about 55 minutes to work, so one way. But for me, I only have to drive 55 minutes 3 times a week because I got a 2-day route, so I lay over. So I'm only driving 3 days a week, but it's not bad. I mean, I get there before you know it. It feels like I'm so used to the drive at this point, and it's overnight, so it's not a lot of traffic out there. It's a straight shot on the interstate. Straight shot on the interstate. 50 to 55 minutes, I'm at a yard. And no complaints for me though. We got Prosper in here. Shout out to Prosper. Who are in Orlando, Florida, looking for a good CDS school. J Rock. I don't know if you've seen this comment from Prosper, but I know you in that area. Well, you in Jacksonville, so you close. We got somebody, I think it was somebody else in here from Orlando, but CDL school in that area. Let me know, drop it in the chat. See if we can help out Prosper. Good CDL school in that Orlando area. Okay, J Rock, you are in Orlando. He already checked out this question. 2 degrees, appreciate the super chat, my man. Let's be better with our finances, truckers. No matter if you're local, regional, or OTR. Expect the unexpected. Yeah, man. Yep. I agree. TDI is a good company. Shout out to TDI, man. That's why I went and got my CDL. I didn't know they were in the Orlando area. I know they have a few locations across the country. They got one in Mississippi too. Thinking like Hattiesburg, if I'm not mistaken. So shout out to TDI. That's where I got my CDL from, Truck Driving Institute. Pretty good program. Wrap it up. What's up, man? Appreciate you for checking in again, as usual. McLean in the building. Wrap it up. Are you guys hiring over there? As far as CDL drivers with zero experience, let me know. I believe you guys hire new CDL drivers as well, but confirm that for me, man, or deny. Let me know in the comments. Do you guys hire new drivers with zero experience at McLean? I believe you guys have a training program as well, but give me some clarification on that. Stolo in the building. All right, we got up. Well, right now we got 58 people in the building. Just had 60. I don't know how many likes we got. Somebody put the lights in the chat. How many likes on there? I can't see them right now. I bet we got Leonard in here. I'm about to bring you up, Leonard. Give me just a second. Food services, Kate work. I work with the U.S. Foods out of Port Orange, 13 stops a day, 1,800 to 1,300 cases a day. Easy money if you have a good system and don't complain and adjust with each difficulty. Man, shout out to Stolo, man. I like hearing that positivity around food service. We get so much negativity around food service, but they're gonna attack you for that comment. Just FYI. But I appreciate you for dropping it. They're gonna attack you for that. Food service is the hardest job in the world, boy. You let some people tell it. So, Leonard, what up, man?
What's going on, man? How you doing this morning, man?
I'm doing pretty good. I don't know why. I was watching some of the replays of the last lives, and I
Yeah.
know when I had some of you guys up here, which I don't hear echo right now. Let me know in the chat if you guys hear echo. You sound clear as day to me, but for some reason, when I watched the replay, I was seeing like some feedback from the people that were calling in. You and I think the young lady.
Oh,
So
really?
I'm not sure why, but I don't. You sound clear as day to me right now, so I don't hear any feedback. So I'm not sure why I was hearing some feedback on watching the replay.
Yeah, I hear you pretty clear on my end as well, man. I didn't hear anything last time, the past two times that we've been on live together. So
Okay,
it's
bet.
my end.
All right. If you guys hear any feedback in the let me know. All right, DB said he sounds good. I bet. Appreciate that, DB. What's going on with you, Lynn? How you doing this morning, my brother?
And doing great, man. Just relaxing, man, before I had to get on the road in the morning myself, man, and truck it on up to Minnesota. So shout out to anybody in the chat that lives in Minnesota, man. Let me know if it's snowing up there. I ain't looking forward to it, but gotta, I got to keep it moving, man. I got to keep it moving. How
where
everything,
you where
man?
you running? Where you running out of?
I'm out of Georgia, man. So I work for BVS, man. Like I said, Best Veterinary Solutions, man. And we got a Columbus location. We're based out of Ellsworth, Iowa. But I got to take some stuff, man. I picked it up from a local area, man. Whereas, like I said before, we do everything with the poultry industry. So, like some animal feed supplements that I had picked up. So I got to take almost about 45,000 pounds of that, man, up to Minnesota. So got to drop that load off in Minnesota, then stop back by in Iowa, and then we head
Okay.
back home to Columbus, man. So that's definitely gonna be a 5 day week, man. Like I said, a lot of it's gonna be dependent on the weather as well. Like I said, I'm not sure what the weather looking like right now. I know it was snowing up in those areas, between Iowa and Minnesota. So we'll see how the week turns out, man. But I'm used to the route, man. I just get out there, early in the morning, man, to avoid a lot of the foolishness. And
Yeah.
but yeah, man, that's my week, man, coming up, man. So
Okay. Do you start pretty much, when you want to, for the most part?
you pretty much can, with us, man. With the OTR drivers, man, we pretty much can start, whenever we really feel like it, man. Like I said, I always like to start off on a Monday, but knowing that I can start it out, on the Tuesday if I chose to. The main thing, is just get the product there, and a lot of times, we have the access codes to the buildings because there are locations. So if I have to unload it myself, then I can unload it and keep it moving and do the same thing. But I normally get my day started on Monday, unless I have something going on that day. Then I may start it on the Tuesday, but normally, man, I always leave out on Monday, man, and get home normally on Thursday morning or Friday morning.
Okay. That's what's up, man. Yeah, I know. Just hearing your story, you got a really unique situation as an OTR driver. I think you
Yeah,
got one of the better situations, that I hear when
yeah.
I'm listening to some of the OTR drivers. So yeah, you got a pretty sweet run, man.
I agree, man, and that's why I tell a lot of people, who do OTRs, like, man, mine is not the same as traditional OTR drivers who are normally out 7 to 10 days. You know, I'm out, like, say, like I said, 4 or 5 days, but I'm almost doing, like I said, close to 3,000, man. Like I said, just depending on where I'm going. Um, but also, with me as well, working for my company, if I get back home on a, let's say I get back home on a Wednesday, I still get paid my salary and my mileage for Thursday and Friday, even though I'm off. And like
Hmm.
most companies, not everybody's doing that. Most people, when you're off, you're off. Like
Yeah.
you're not getting paid for that, man. So they really take good care of us, with the company, man. That's why I told you before in the first live that's like, hey, man, I'm not I'm not looking for anything else, man. They, like I say, they make sure that that we're taking care of, not only the OTR drivers but the local drivers as well. And to piggyback on the local drivers, I did see someone in the chat, who stated that they were working in, well, they live in Pennsylvania and they got 3 to 6 months experience. If that person is in the chat, I did leave a comment, because we do have a BBS location in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. Now I'm not sure where that driver is located in Pennsylvania, but we do have a location in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania for a BBS location. I have to contact the my transportation manager and the warehouse manager up in that area to see if they are hiring. But if they are, you will need to have your hazmat endorsement. So that is a requirement for the position. Like I told you before, I got hired on, with no experience coming out of CDL school last year, but you are required to have that hazmat endorsement. So for that
Okay.
PA driver that's in the chat, if you are still in the chat, just make sure you have that hazmat endorsement. And then, like I say, I'll try to find out some information on my end.
Okay. That's good information, man. I appreciate you for dropping that. Yeah, I think he said something about outside Philadelphia. So,
Okay,
but yeah, I appreciate you dropping that. How big of a company are y'all, man?
man, we're pretty big, man. Like I said, man, we have 7 locations all together, man. We have the Columbus, Georgia location. We have the Franklinville, North Carolina location, which is between um, like High Point, North Carolina, Winston Salem. It's not too far from Charlotte. We
Hmm.
got the Virginia location that we just opened recently, in Harrisonburg. We got the Mechanicsburg location in Pennsylvania. We got the Millsboro, Delaware location. So I don't know too many people who stay in Delaware, but that wasn't a fun ride for me. But yeah, we got that, man. We got like 7 locations all together. We got the Washington, Indiana location, which is by Evansville, Indiana, and not too far from Kentucky. And then of course, we have Wilmar, Minnesota. So I'm not sure who lives in Minnesota, but I do know that the Wilmar, Minnesota location, they're hiring, a driver as well. So if you stay in Minnesota, or if you're familiar with Wilmar, hey, we're hiring. And then of course, the Ellsworth location, which is the headquarters, which is not too far from Ames, Iowa, which is a college town, Iowa State University, and things like that, man. So we're relatively big, and like I told you before, man, we're in the agriculture industry, man. Particularly you know, poultry. So like I
Hmm.
said, I get the bulk hazmat or bulk animal feed or whatever it takes, to supply, to those warehouses so they can do the local deliveries to the hatcheries and chicken farms and stuff like that, man. So we do just specifically poultry at the moment. I'm not sure if they're looking at anything else as far as the livestock is concerned. And we're supposed to be opening in Arkansas location as well. The owner already has the land. It's just all about just building the building down there, man, and just you know, getting drivers out there in that area, man. So we're a relatively big company on the AG side of the industry, man. You got other companies like MWI and stuff like that also do the same thing that we do.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, man, we're a relatively big company from what I can see.
Yeah.
We're not like a mega carrier, like a lot of people are. So
Hmm.
it's like I know my transportation manager like by name. I can call him up. It's not like one of those things where you got multiple transportation managers. No, we have just one of each. And like I said, this is an amazing thing, man. This is an amazing, experience to be with this organization, man.
Yeah, man. That's what's up, bro. It sounds like you in a good situation, man, for sure. And I appreciate you dropping all that info.
I'm
One last question though I want to ask you.
okay.
When it comes to y'all trucks, what are y'all driving in? And also, do you guys have driver facing cameras? Because you know a lot of these guys, they kind of, shy away from companies that have cameras in their
Yeah,
trucks. So some people are really adamant about
yeah,
not working for a company that has cameras. I mean, I don't know. It is what it is. But let me
yeah,
let me know, man. What do
yeah.
y'all trucks look
I
like?
have cameras in the truck. I think a lot of times, man, all the trucks that I've been in, man, they're always covered up anyway, like the camera. So I see people, we put the tape on and we put the flap down so the camera won't see. Um, so yeah, man, it's not one of those things where
Micromanaging, I
yeah,
guess you could
they're
say.
not. No, it's not no micromanaging type of company, man. Like you need to just get from point A to point B, with your stuff, man. But yeah, the cameras aren't a big deal, man. Like I say, I think we got the forward facing cameras as well, like to make sure that we're good to go. But what was
Right.
your other question? Besides the camera, you asked something else. What was the other question, or was that the only one?
I think that was the only one.
Yeah, man.
Oh, let me ask you this. Now you guys are no touch freight.
Yeah, we are. Well, the local drivers, they have to, like I said, when you're delivering to the farms and things like that, a lot of them are either driving box trucks or they're driving the day cab with either the 40 footer or the 53 footer with lift gates. So the local drivers are the ones that have to, drop, the pallets like right in front of like the chicken houses and stuff like that. But if you're delivering into other agricultural businesses and stuff, a lot of times, man, you just back into the dock, and if you're in the day cab or like say, something like that, they'll come on there with a forklift and
Unload for you.
yeah. But a lot of times when you're going to those farms, like those hatcheries and stuff that I'll do from time to time, just to help out the local drivers and stuff. Then yeah, I have to do that myself as far as like, getting on the lift gate, man, and just dropping it like right in front of the hatcheries. And you just drop it right in front. You don't take it inside because of the cross contamination. So it's a lot of, you know, things that you got to really watch out for. When you go into those farm deliveries and stuff. That's why I don't really care to do them too much. But,
Right, right.
but yeah, man. But yeah, that's about the only touch freight that you're doing, man. So it's not hard, man. You just dropping the pallet, man. You giving them the BOL to sign if they're there. A lot of times they're not there, man. So you just we put unable to sign. We leave the paperwork there, and we just keep it moving to the next.
Location. Yeah, that's love, man. That sounds like love. I'll be honest with you. Sound like easy work.
Yeah, man. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So that's why I dropped the link in below, man. The website. I'll drop it again, man. If anybody's interested, man. Just let me know, man, and I'll see what we have on our end.
Sound good. Appreciate you for tapping in as always, Leonard.
All right.
Appreciate you, bro.
Take care. Yeah, have a blessed one.
You too, man. All right, guys. There you go. Shout out to my guy, Leonard, man, for tapping in. He always showing love and dropping good information. We got 66 people in here, man. It's easy as that. It's easy as that, man. Just hit the link, come up, have a conversation, you know, add some value to the community. You got people in here in the chat right now that's obviously trying to find work, right? Some people. So you guys live everywhere in the chat. We got people that live all across the country. We even had somebody in Canada checking in. I'm not sure if my guy's still here. So, you know, that's what we come here for, man. Every Sunday, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. Just to learn something, share our experiences, see who's hiring out there. That's what it's all about, man. Appreciate all y'all. We got all hustle, no luck in here. Let me read your comment, man. Let's talk about how Walmart is raising their manager's salary to 125K. At this point, I think no truck driver should be grossing or should gross less than 100K. If we got one of the most, or we got one of the most dangerous. I mean, I agree with that. I agree with that, man. Give me just a second, guys. I'll be right All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Had to step away for just a second. Let's see what we got, man. Let me go down. Prosper say, what is the link for? Which link you talking about? I know the link for the live stream is in here. Shout out to DB for continuing to drop that link. If you're talking about the link that Leonard was talking about, I think that was pertaining to the company that he's working for. So anybody in here that's interested in the company that he works for, he's doing some ag work, the agriculture side. So if you're interested in that, he may have a job near where you live, or they may be hiring where you live. So I think um, that's the link you're talking about. Shout out to DB, man, for keeping that link active in the chat. Appreciate that, DB. Let's see. J Rod, this is a great panel for sure. I know I had to bypass a lot of these comments. Let me just see. Kicking it with MK. What's up, family? She say, hey, as a new driver, would going OTR be worth it, or should I get experience first and it would be worth it? What y'all think? This family right here, I heard you was in the chat. I heard you was in the chat. She just got a CDL license. Want to know if it's a good idea for her to go OTR or stay local. That's a good one, man. I don't think going OTR is a bad thing. Like I said, I think it all depends on a person's family dynamics when it comes to that. If you got a good support system and the person, if you do have a partner and they're cool with you going OTR, I definitely think a conversation need to be had, and at least so they're aware of what the OTR life is gonna look like for you. But I mean, I think it's a good opportunity if you have a good support system, and going OTR, having that driving experience on your resume. I do think it looks good. A lot of companies nowadays, which we've heard from some people in the chat, also say this, that companies do look at that. So a lot of companies, when they see that OTR driving experience, it does look pretty good for most jobs out there anyway. So I definitely think OTR can be worth it. So I'm not going to sit up here and say OTR is a bad idea. It just depends on the individual. Just figure out some of the good OTR companies out there. Um, if we have any OTR drivers in the chat right now, which I'm pretty sure we do, throw out some good OTR companies out there for new drivers. We hear a lot about all these different companies out there: Schneider, Warner, Prime, all these different companies. What are some good ones? What are some good ones? Hear stories about all these different OTR companies, but what are some good ones? What would you recommend? All my OTR drivers, let me know in the chat. For somebody that just got their CDL, what would be a good starter company? Jay already answered this. He says OTR is worth it if you're getting paid percent. All right. Isaiah says, I recommend regional if you're not wanting to go everywhere. Yeah. Yeah, regional. Regional is a good option too. 421. Where does kicking live? There could be better local or better OTR. Just depends on where she's out of. Florida. She's out of Florida, Northwest Florida, Panhandle. J Rock, when I got my license, I didn't go OTR. I found a company that hired me as a helper and then sent me to get my CDL. That's a pretty good situation. Severe Unit oh 06, appreciate you for tapping in. Say I got my CDL a little over 2 years ago and have been a yard jockey for US Foods ever since. Super sweet gig. I'm up at 30 an hour now in Atlanta. We genuinely have fun at work. I'm glad you brought up yard jockey, but um, excuse me, because that's another good way to get into a company as a yard jockey. I had somebody DM me their pay stubs. That's a yard jockey, um, and I mean that dude was making more than some drivers. So some of these yard jockeys, they definitely get into the money. One man says depends how long she wants to be on road. A lot of excellent OTR companies. Yep. KL KLLM is a good starter OTR company. All right. We got KLLM. I've seen different videos. Well, let me take that back. I haven't watched them, but I've seen KLLM drivers post videos about the company. So, Michaela, check out KLLM. That's one. Prime spot to head out of. Yep. J Rod says stay local. Truck Money out. What up, man? Appreciate you for tapping in, bro. He said a lot of guys don't understand when you get a CDL, it's about gaining experience at first and getting comfortable driving that big truck. Once you gain the knowledge and experience, the money will come. That's a fact. I agree with that. I agree with that, bro. We got 63 people in the building right now. Do me a favor, if you hadn't hit that like button, hit that like button for me, man. I promise it won't cost you no money. Florida, Georgia, Alabama. I guess you was talking about some of the prime spots to run out of. Actual facts in the building. What are actual facts? Appreciate you for tapping in as usual. Michaela, just continue doing your research on those mega carriers if you are wanting to go OTR. Your aunt told me that you kind of want to go OTR, so just continue doing your research on those OTR companies out there. DB, what up, brother?
What's up, man? What's
Cooler,
happening?
man. Not much, bro. How you doing this morning?
Hey, we chilling, man. We chilling. How you making out?
Man, we doing good, man. Appreciate you for staying active in the chat, man. I don't know what's going on, why I couldn't post a link,
I know
but
it get weird like that sometimes. I don't know. I can't explain why that works like that, but I face the same issue sometimes. So, like I said, when I run into that problem, I just email it to myself, grab it from my phone, and then repin it in the comment section from the phone. You should
yeah.
be able to pin it. Did you try to pin it from your phone?
Nah, I did. I did.
Yeah,
I did.
if you go on your phone and hit my avatar, it should allow you to pin that comment, the last comment I left in there. You know what I mean? The link.
Yeah.
It should pop up pin. At least that's what it looks like on my end. So you could
Uh,
try that from your phone. That's what I do, and it works for me that way. But when I try to pin it like you're trying to do it, sometimes it just don't work for whatever. You know how technology is. Sometimes it works,
yeah.
sometimes it don't. I just don't understand it.
Yeah, man. It's
But
crazy.
yeah, I usually just email it to myself, drop it in the comment. You know, you got to do it from your cell phone, of course, and then
Mm-hmm.
tap on your avatar, and then it should allow you to pin it, and then that way it'll stay up top, so nobody have to keep posting it in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I try that next time. I'm already behind on these chats.
Yeah. And he had to get you behind. Once you get
Yeah.
distracted, man, you'll fall way behind in the chat. Then you got to
Facts.
skip people, man.
I
You know what I'm
seen
saying?
I seen part of that interview they did, man, yesterday. I didn't watch
Okay,
all of
salute,
it,
salute.
but yeah, shout
Uh-huh.
out to my man.
Oh
Where he
man,
was
that's
running out of? Was it South Carolina?
yeah, South Carolina, South Carolina, South
Okay.
Carolina. Go get it, man. Salute to him, man. That young cat, he about the business, man. I definitely enjoy having a conversation with him offline. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he a solid young cat, man. He got his head on right, and actually, I'm gonna do another interview with him because he has a lot of things moving behind the scene, and he just didn't. He ain't quite ready to put that out public yet, but
Mhm.
he's definitely going in the right direction, man. So salute to him for that.
That's what's up, man. You see, looking at the chat, it's like everybody want to come to Gemini Motor Transport,
I,
man.
oh yeah, 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 and that's why I'm dropping. Like, hit the link, like, come on up and ask your questions, and I'll give you all the information that you need,
Yeah,
as to how to get on here. Like, I'm sure I done answered these questions a million times already, but look, the best thing to do, man, just hit the link, come up top. I don't know why people are so reluctant to do that. Like, even when I do my live streams, I'm like, come up top.
yeah.
You know what
Let's
I'm saying?
talk.
They just don't want to do it. Yeah, let's talk about it. Because
Yeah,
if I want the job, I'm coming up top. I want your home address. I want everything. Like, look, where can I meet you at? Let me take you to lunch, all that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. hundred
Give me all
percent,
that
man.
information, man. Shoot.
Yep.
Because I talk about the 3 keys to success in anything you do in life. And one of the most important ones is relationships.
hundred
That's
percent.
the one you that's the one you want to build first, because
Yeah,
that's the one that can take you further faster.
that's
If
right.
in any experience you ever gain, if you know the right person.
That's right.
That's it.
That's a bar. That's a bar right there. Hopefully, y'all
I
paying
mean,
attention, man.
I don't know what else to say about that. We talk about this all the time,
All the
Anthony.
time.
I don't know why people want to skip that step. Like, you can skip
Yeah,
it if you want, and not to say you still can't achieve your goals if you skip that step. But just know this: if you follow that step, you would have achieved it a whole lot quicker. That's all
that's
I'm
right.
saying.
That's right.
That's it, man.
We talking about skipping some steps, and the way to
Uh,
skip some steps is having those relationships.
that's right. Now, and I can't see the comments from here. I don't even know how to work this from
I,
this.
I'll post it when I see something that's
Oh,
pertaining.
okay, okay, yep, yep,
Zay Truck Money, what up, brother? Let
yeah.
me see.
So if anybody got any questions, just let me know. And
Felipe,
for for some reason,
which
it's dimmed
Gemini
down
was
a little.
hiring out of Los Angeles? I guess y'all don't have no terminals near Los
Sorry,
Angeles.
yeah, I don't know.
I think it's your wife in here. Good morning, Miss
Is that
Brooklyn.
my wife in there? Oh yeah, yeah, sure is. Hey baby, how you doing?
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, man, that's what we come here for. Just to try to
Mm-hmm.
add value, man. Appreciate everybody in here being active in the chat though, man. A lot of y'all really dropping some good information in there. I've been kind of peeping it.
Mm-hmm.
And actual facts, you're right.
Yeah.
Relationships and networking is key, 100%. And that's
Networking
something that
is
we talk about a
key.
lot. Yeah.
And like you said, a lot of people in the chat is dropping some good information. So if some of the other people need that information, that's when you need to connect with that person that got
Yeah.
what you need.
That's right.
I
That's
don't
right,
know.
man.
Look, listen, you don't have to give me your phone number, but can I please get your email? You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like, let
right.
me get your email. Let's talk about it, man. Like, I got some
That's right.
questions,
That's
you
right.
know?
Y'all got people
But
in here right now that's probably working for companies that y'all want to work for.
hmm
Talk to them. Talk to them.
that's it.
Like that's
Yep.
what we all in here
Build that
for.
relationship.
We got
Absolutely.
66 people in here right now. It's a lot of knowledge on this chat
This
right
is it.
now.
This is how the
So take
network
it.
works,
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like
Take
we,
advantage
you
of it.
know, I came up in an era I didn't have this. When you wanted to network, you had to get in your car, drive, go meet somebody. Like,
Yeah.
bruh, I'm in Pennsylvania, and somebody was asking about Pennsylvania. I'm like, hit the link. I'm
Yeah.
like right here. I'm out of the Philadelphia area. I'm born and raised in Philly. Like, hit the link. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But they wouldn't hit the
Exactly.
link, so I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hey, if y'all don't even have to show y'all face, man. Y'all could just keep the
Yeah.
avatar up.
Well,
You know
let
what
me
I'm
say
saying?
let me say this real quick, and so you don't get your
Show
live
your face before
show.
I bring you on
There you
stage to
go.
make sure it's
There
a
you
real
go.
person. Let me
There
say
you
that
go.
because y'all
Absolutely.
people do be trolling.
People,
People
they'll
do
be
be trolling.
weird, man, and they'll get your channel snatched, man. They'll
Yeah,
get
yeah,
you under
yeah,
suspension. It happened to me, man. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's a lot of trolls out
they'll
there.
put you in timeout. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
make sure you vet them backstage, and
right,
then they
right,
can
right.
shut the camera off, and then you can bring them up.
Yeah,
That way they don't have to show their face to the public, but they got to
right.
show it to you.
100%. That's a good point.
Yeah,
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 hell
yeah.
yeah, yeah. But if it ain't no questions in there, man, I'm just gonna fall back down. I'll hang out with you for a while.
All right, DB. Appreciate you for tapping in, bro.
All right, bro.
All right.
All right, later.
Later. Kicking it with Kay. She said, "I most definitely will. Thank you for this platform. No problem. Appreciate you, Michaela. There's a lot of good information in there. So hopefully, somebody can help you out. Congrats on getting those that CDL as well. Congrats on that. Where you went to trucking school at, Michaela? Did you go to TDI? Let me know. Ty Montana says Gemini Transport all booked up in Georgia. And they probably got a waiting list over there in Georgia. We got Robert in here. Appreciate you. Robert says from the video on yesterday, it looks like they would be hiring for South Carolina. Okay. Calvin says that's how drivers miss opportunities, scared to hit the link. Yeah, for sure, man. That's why we dropped the link. Hit the link. Y'all don't have to be scared to come up. Again, you don't necessarily have to show your face once you are live, but you do have to show your face to me backstage just so I can make sure it's a real person because, you know, we get some weird activity sometimes. So I just got to make sure you guys are a real person before I bring you up. But that's what the link is there for you guys to come up. 2 Degrees said, following your channel now, DB. Looking forward to collaborating with you. Yeah, DB got a good channel over there, man. Definitely show him some love and support. He just did a live interview yesterday with another Gemini Motor Transport driver out of South Carolina. So, you know, he's constantly doing live interviews over there with other drivers. Definitely check out his channel. Big say, anyone works for Domino's or Papa John's? I think we had somebody earlier in the chat work for Papa John's. I'm not sure if they're still in the chat or not. Both companies, though, I know they pay their drivers pretty good money. Brian says, back in the day, I had a network at the local truck stop. Hey, that's another good place. That's another good place to network, at the truck stop. I'm glad you said that. Tech said, where do y'all look for trucking jobs other than Indeed? Facebook groups, probably. I think that's probably another good spot. And YouTube, of course. Prosper says, what are 2 things you would tell your younger self when you first got your CDL? That's a good question. 2 things I would tell my younger self when I first got my CDL. One would definitely be to get all my endorsements as soon as I got my CDL and not procrastinate with that. Simply because, you know, laws and stuff change. You've seen what happened with the hazmat, you know, getting your hazmat. You got to take a few steps now to get those. Back when I got mine, you didn't have to do that. So that would be one for sure. Just get all the hazmats, all the endorsements ASAP. The second thing, let me see, what would I tell my younger self? Man, that second one's hard. I don't know. I got to think about that second one. That's a good question. I got to think about that second one. DB did drop gems. Babe, I'm glad you're active in the chat. Brian says, go to company website for job postings. He said other than Indeed, though. Definitely don't be scared to hit the link. The link is in the chat, guys. You guys see how DB just came up. So if anybody else want to come up, chat, talk about it, let me know what you got going on. You can come up, just hit the link. Wrap It Up says $25 to start as a driver trainee to get your CDL at McLean. $14 at Amazon just to go to CDL school in Central Texas area. $25 to start as a driver trainee. That ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. Christopher Hoffman says, I worked for Domino's before. All right, there you go. For the person that asked about Domino's, look like we got Chris in the building. He may be able to answer some questions that you have regarding Domino's. Just drop your question in the chat if you have a question. J Rock, anyone in the Orlando area and looking for a food service job, email me. All right. J Rock dropped his email. If you are in the Orlando area looking for a food service job, there you go, man. My guy Jay dropped his email. Hit him up. We in here networking this morning. Dropping gems. Marco, what's going on? Appreciate you for tapping in. He said, hey, what's up? Been a beer driver for about 5 months. Looking forward to food service. My cousin worked for U.S. Foods. That's what's up, man. It should be a pretty good transition for you, seeing as though you're already delivering beer. I mean, beer is another physically demanding job. Trust me, I know all about it. I was doing beer delivery as well prior to getting into food service. I did it for 4 months. So you lasted longer than me. So making that transition to food service, it should be a piece of cake for you. I make almost twice as much money in food service than what I was making delivering beer, and I'm working less hours. I was working like 60 hours a week doing beer. Now I'm working about 44 hours a week doing food service. Off weekends, pay weekly. Shout out to GFS, man. I can't complain about my situation. DB, let's see, OGDB 215 salute. Ty Montana showing love to DB. Christopher, okay, I may send you an email and check it out. I'm thinking about moving to Florida. All right. Yeah, definitely get his email, save it to your notes. Actual facts, I'm over here, Cisco, Jacksonville. Hey, actual facts, are you guys requiring experience? Let me know. I was asking this question earlier. I don't know if you was on the live. All right, guys, I said my live is going to end in about 2 seconds. So we might be done. I'm not sure yet. Let me know. Do you guys still see me, hear me? I'm still up on my end. Let me see. Apparently, I may have a 2-hour limit. They load everything. Crystal said they load everything in the carts like Dollar General. Okay. See, I'm still up. All right. I got my daughter in here. Shout out to my daughter in the building. I love you, baby. My daughter in here. I can't believe my daughter joined the chat. I know her. She's smiling right now. Love you, baby girl. DB said I'm still up. Appreciate that. All right, babe. I see. Thank you. I don't know. I just got a message saying your live is ending in a few seconds when it hit the 2-hour mark, but it look like I'm still on, so that's good. Trey says you let people call in every Sunday. If so, I'll be able to join. Yes, every Sunday. Every Sunday, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, I'm here. This is something that I just started 2024. I said I was going live every Sunday. All right. So if you want to come up next Sunday, that's cool. We'll be here waiting on you. Appreciate you for tapping in, Trey. Chris says they have component pay. You get paid by the hour, the miles, and weight of the trailer. Are you speaking about Papa John's, Trey? I mean, Chris. Antonio in here. What's up, Antonio? Do you know any food service company that hires SAP drivers? Let me know in the comments. Food service drivers. Can you help him with these questions? I don't know any off the top of my head. Actual facts, yes. Now Cisco Jacks requires experience at least a year from what I last checked. All right, so I guess some of the people that's been hitting me up in the comments saying, "Man, look, I done tried Cisco. Cisco saying I need experience." So it sounds like it's some truth to that. Even though when you look on the job posting, Cisco is showing, uh, or at least it's stating, welcome all new CDL graduates. So I mean, that's not necessarily saying they'll hire a new driver, but it does say welcome new CDL graduates. So I guess the potential to be hired is there. But again, it's a competitive market right now. You got a lot of drivers out there that have experience. So, I just feel like a lot of companies right now, they can cherry pick, not try and discourage any new drivers out there because I still think there are some opportunities out there. But I think it is a little bit more competitive now. Wrap It Up says, have a shuttle to Houston tomorrow at 8 a.m. Extra boy life. When they call, I pick up. That's what's up. You got to get that money, man. Trey says, awesome. I have a list of questions for you and DB if he's still here as well. DB always checking in, so I'm pretty sure he'll be here. We'll be waiting on you, Trey. We'll be waiting on you. And I'm glad you said that because I think that's something else that some other people can also make a mental note of, to maybe next time you may want to have some questions ready. You guys know I'm here every Sunday. We got 66 people in the building right now. So, you got a lot of people that may be able to help answer some of the questions you guys may have. So if you think of any questions for next time, write them down throughout the course of the week. And then when you come up on Sunday, you already know what you want to ask. Chris said a lot of people quit. I guess he pertaining to Papa John's. DB say he's still here. So if you got anything you could think of right now pertaining to Gemini Motor Transport, you can ask that question. Now why DB still here? Brian, Domino's laying over with new unloading system. Well, that's a question. Okay. Christopher already answered that question. All right. Ty Montana. Good live, and appreciate that, man. Appreciate you for tapping in. Glad some people getting some help and a lot of their questions getting answered. We got 70 people in the building right now. I don't know what the lights look like. Somebody drop it in the chat. How many lights we got? Drop it in the chat. Let me know. I can't see it. J Rod says, remember, anyone in the Orlando area, email me for a job. We have drivers that drive an hour or so to work every day. So hit me up. All right, man. J Rock works for Sigma. J Rock works for Sigma, man. Appreciate that, Jay. Let me see. Is Reese Will Fit still there? Shout out to Reese Will Fit, man. I haven't seen bro in a minute. I know he haven't posted a video in a while. He works for Domino's driver. Well, at least used to. I don't know if he's still there or not. That's a good question. He made some good content though. Shout out to Reese Will Fit, man. Domino's food service driver. All right. My wife said 71 likes. All right, good. 71 likes, 71 people. That's good. Appreciate that. 421. Also said 71 likes. Pretty good. Appreciate y'all for liking the video. Robert says Schneider will hire you and Prime. All right, Schneider and Prime. I'm assuming you meant Schneider. I think this says Schindler, but I'm assuming you meant Schneider. Prosper says, thank y'all for everything. I'm truly grateful for you all. I take my CDL test Tuesday. Wish me luck. Good luck, man. Good luck, Prosper. Those are the comments I like to read, man. This man got some help today. Thanks to the chat. Thanks to you all. Thanks to the live stream, man. You guys active right now. We've been on here 2 hours. Normally I would have shut down by now, but I feel like, it's a rhythm right now. So, but I do got to get ready to get up out of here and go to church, man. So I'll probably give it about maybe 5 more minutes. Actual says the influx of OTR former owner operators now wanting to be company drivers, along with companies like the size of Yellow collapsing. The companies are always gonna go with the available vet drivers. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's something that I mentioned on one of my videos a while back. You got all these companies that went out of business for whatever reason. Also, like you stated, you have owner operators that have now transitioned back to becoming a company driver. So, you have this pool of a lot of these guys are experienced drivers, right? So they're applying for the same jobs that some of the new drivers are applying for, new drivers with zero experience. So, if you're a hiring manager, you got a candidate with experience, seasoned driver, and you got one with zero experience applying for the same position. I mean, who you think they're gonna look at first? In most cases, not all cases. I don't even want to say most cases. Oftentimes, in that situation, the person with the most experience is probably gonna get looked at first. That don't necessarily mean that person will get the job, because I think there are other factors that hiring managers look at, not necessarily just experience. But oftentimes that person is going to get looked at first. So that's what you're dealing with in this market right now. Crystal says, all right, well, everyone be safe and we'll catch everyone next time. Appreciate you for tapping in, Crystal. We got Robert in here. What up, Robert? Appreciate you for joining. Trucker Rod reporting in. Gonna start QCD soon. Went to LTL and I'm going back to food service. I miss it. Oh. Shout out to QCD, man. I did a video about QCD. The boys make good money at QCD too. So you went from LTL and now you're going back to food service. I think a lot of people, it's the other way around. They leave food service and go to LTL. But Robert said he leaving LTL and going to food service. He said he miss it. Okay. Shout out to Robert. Yeah, I agree, Jay. Thanks for everyone the likes, for the likes. The best panel ever. For sure. I echo that. Wrap It Up says, I plan to do 1 year at McLean and head over to drive for Lindy with my fam. Lindy is easy money. Yeah, man, I did a video on Lindy too. So I guess you guys are going to do team driving with Lindy. Let me know, Wrap It Up. I think they do have a team driver's position over there at Lindy. And also, what are you going to be hauling with Lindy? I know they do fuel, but I think they also have some other tanker jobs over there with Lindy. I know they make good money over there at Lindy. We got Rob BX in here. What's up, Rob? Appreciate you for tapping in. FA, have you started a 5-day shift? I'm not sure who you was responding to right there, Effie. Let me see. Okay. Christopher says Reese had left for a bit, but he came back to Domino's. I don't know if he does any content anymore on YouTube. I don't think he does. I haven't seen him post a video in a minute. I don't think he posts anymore. Jonathan, appreciate the super chat. Appreciate the great content. I appreciate you for watching and joining us. Excuse me. Brian says 76 likes now. Appreciate that. Appreciate you for joining, Brian. We got War in here. Just found alive. I'm a trucker, and I have y'all discussed trucker who died in Nashville at the Loves? No, I haven't. I think I heard a little bit about this story. But I don't know all the details. Is that the one that got shot in his truck? Is that the one who got shot in his truck? Let me know. You can drop it in the chat. 421 local restaurant roll or teams. You can't go wrong with Lindy. Good pay, healthcare, and retirement at Lindy. Yeah, man. Lindy is a solid company from what I've read on it. The little research that I've done seemed to be a solid company. We got Michael in here. Appreciate you, Michael. I got a cell phone ticket from last year before my CDL. Found guilty last month. Is that a moving violation, or how would this affect me? A cell phone ticket? I mean, I don't think that would qualify as a moving violation, but I'm not 100% sure. If anybody else know the answer to this question, let me know. Unless you were on the phone, unless you were driving on the phone, which I guess you probably were. So maybe that would be considered a moving violation. Maybe. Let me know. Drop it in the chat, guys. What do you guys think about this question from Michael? He said he got a cell phone ticket from last year before my CDL. Found guilty last month. Is that a moving violation, or how would this affect me? Cell phone ticket. I mean, I don't think it would affect you too much. And you said it was before you got your CDL. I don't think it will affect you too much, but I'm curious to hear somebody else's response. He said I was currently hired before being guilty, but I plan on relocating as a car hauler. All right. Guys, drop it in the chat. Let me know what you're thinking about that. What you think about that question. Brian James said, "Ant, do an episode on McKee Foods." Little Debbie next. All right. I'll take a look at McKee Foods. Little Debbie. I don't think you need a CDL to work for Little Debbie. Some of those Little Debbie vendors that I used to run into when I used to work for Krispy Kreme, them guys pretty much was independent contractors. They had their own routes and used to use their own personal vehicles to make deliveries to those stores. So I don't think that's a job where they're driving commercial vehicles. I don't know about McKee Foods. So if anybody know about McKee Foods, let me know. I do a little research on them. I see you in the back, Rob. I'm getting ready to bring you up in a minute. All right. I'll get to some more of these questions in just a few minutes. Mr. Rob, how you doing this morning?
I'm doing pretty good. What about yourself?
I'm doing great. Good to see you, man. What we want to talk about today?
DB had sent me the link. Say he wanted me to. He sent me the link. Told me to cam up and come on and give some information. Make sure you go check out DB live from yesterday. So you put in Dirty Bro Tanker. That's how I found it. Dirty Bro Tanker, Gemini, and then you were able to go to the Dirty Bro channel. He did a video on yesterday talking about the young man. So
Yeah, DB He always active in the chat. I think a lot of people on the channel right now, they probably already subscribed to DB channel. So me and DB got a pretty good relationship. But I appreciate you dropping that.
And
Um,
I'm not sure if they hiring or they already hired somebody, but based off the information that he got yesterday, it looked like he's in the truck by himself in South Carolina area. It looked
mhm.
like they're gonna probably be hiring in that area
for
sometime.
okay, for Gemini Motor Transport.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What do you do right now in trucking?
I work for Gemini
Okay, you work for them too in the same area?
in the same area. I do Gemini. No, I'm out of Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta, Georgia. Okay.
Yeah, I pull out of Emerson area. That's off what 259 or 75.
Okay.
Plus, we don't park there, but that's my home store.
That's where the terminal's located. Okay.
Yeah, and I already know you probably don't know if you've seen the video where ATL Fury Hauler I did with Dirty Bro.
Nah, I haven't watched it, but I think I do remember him interviewing you. I haven't seen it though.
Yeah, when you get a chance,
Dirty Bro just dropped the link to y'all interview in the chat, so I'll check it out.
yeah, go check it out. Like I said, I think I started with Snyder. I did about a year and 9 months with Snyder, and I did the dedicated freight. And so I know Snyder, they're hire a lot of people that just got their CDL.
Okay. So was Schneider your first trucking job?
Yes, I did that. Yeah, that was my first job. I pretty much left this company I was at, called United States Gypsum. I did that for 24 years. The place closed down, so that's the reason why I got in trucking.
Gotcha. Okay. How your
So
trucking journey been so far?
it's pretty good. I'm learning. It's different. Adopting to something different. Uh, just trying to rebuild my career back up. I was used to having 5 weeks of vacation. So I'm trying to build my vacation time back up, and just trying to build my 401k and all that stuff back up to the part where I need to be at. So that's the kind of what I'm kind of concerned about right now.
Yeah, I got you. Jim and I been treating you pretty good.
They treat me good. They treat me good. I'm right now they're a little slow right now, but they still look like they're starting to pick up. I am normally off on Sunday, but a regional manager that called me up, sent me a text, asked me what I worked today. I was like, yeah, I'll come on in and get it.
Yeah.
I'm going in. I'm off day today.
Okay. Good deal, man. I appreciate you for tapping in,
I,
sharing that.
I appreciate it.
All right, take care. All right, let me see. I see you backstage. Rob T. Let me see. Uh, show your face real quick, Rob T. Before I bring you up. You don't have to show your face if you don't want to when you come on live, but just okay. Let me see what I missed on here. Wrap it up. Said I will be running solo, hauling fuel or cryogenic. I have my hazmat and tanker. I bet. 2 Degrees says his name is Kevin. His name is Kevin White. Just did a video on him. East Nashville loves. Okay. Yeah, I was wondering. Like I said, um I didn't read too much on it. I kind of seen it. I think somebody posted about it. I ran across a video. They were talking about that driver who got killed at that Love's. Unfortunate situation, man. Prayers out to his family. I don't know all the details to that situation, but just be careful out there, guys. All the truck drivers out there. Biz said, okay, thanks. Wrap it up says cell phone ticket here in Texas is a serious moving violation, especially school zone. Consider reckless. Yeah. I can see that. Yep. Definitely no school zones, man. Jake says had an interview with Lavitt Food Service, driver trainee position, $950 a week for first 6 months. Then you move to component pay. Only bad thing is they make you sign a 1 year contract. Oh, Lavitt makes you sign a 1 year contract? I didn't know that. I know Lavitt Food Service is in the Texas area. They may be in some other areas, but I know they're in the Texas area. $950 a week for the first 6 months. Brian James said, not a moving, but maybe a safety violation in the view of some companies if it's recent. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I don't know if it's a moving violation, but I guess, it could depend on where you live. Because Wrap It Up said in Texas, it's considered a moving violation. So I don't know. Maybe it just depends on where you live. Jake says, and if you leave before the 1 year is up, they penalize you $3,500. Wow. I don't know. It may be a good opportunity for somebody, particularly a new person getting in. I mean, 6 months will go by like that, so it's not a long time. All right. All right, Rob. Rob, I could bring you up if you can't figure it out. I know your voice, bro. I know it's you. So let me see if I can you tap back out. Rob, if you can't figure it out as far as the camera, I know your voice, man, so I know it's you. You can come back, I'll bring you up. Brian says Lil Debbie got company truck drivers too. Okay, I didn't know that. I wasn't aware of that. They got company truck drivers. Andre, appreciate you for joining. He says, can you do a review on Carrick, Dr. Pepper CDL driver? Yeah, I check them guys out. Trey says, I'm not sure how the penalty is in a car, but a cell phone violation is treated like a DUI if found guilty in the truck. You can ask the recruiter about it once you start applying. All right. $421 says, shout out to Andy Lash at Gemini. Lightfire says, check in from the Coca-Cola. What's up? What's up? What's up? Lightfire. Daniel said, what pays more, fuel or cryo? That's a good one. I'm pretty sure you can find some cryogenics drivers that make more than fuel haulers. And you probably can find some fuel haulers that make more than cryo drivers. So Steam, relationships, time, and location. DB said it. Yep. That's kind of something we always talk about. Southwest, have you done a video on Gordon where you work? They have a position in DFW, Texas. I'm interested in. Yeah, I've done a lot of videos about Gordon. Nelson, how's it going? My food service gang. What up, Nelson? Appreciate you for tapping in. Wrap It Up. Say if you texting and driving, that is a moving violation. They won't give you a ticket if your car is parked and you texting. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's why I thought about it a little bit. I'm like, if you got a ticket, that means somebody saw you, probably rolled up on the side of you or something like that, and seeing you driving on the phone. So I mean, in that case, that would be a moving violation. Like Fi says, I started at TDI trucking school and I had trouble getting my permit. So I'm studying my apps and sources to get back to it. All right. Yeah, man. Definitely study those apps. CDL Prep. You probably studied that app. That's a good app. CDL Prep app by Jeffrey Diaz. That's the one that I use. Rob says, I'm not sure if I'm in there. DB wanted me to talk about some basic investing. You was in there, but you tapped out. Pensacola Light Fire. What's up? What's up? Pensacola in the building. Shout out to P Cola. All right, 421 says this was a good live. Glad the lights are up with the amount of people that came. It's shrimp and grits time. Then hit service. Have a great day and stay safe. Appreciate you for tapping in, man. Appreciate all y'all for checking in. Let me read this. Let me read this one right here before I get out of here. Have a phone interview with Cisco tomorrow. Hopefully everything works out great. Wish me luck. Need that 1 year experience. Okay. Good luck, Jake. All right, guys, man, I'm getting ready to get out of here. We've been on like 2 hours and 30 minutes just about, man. Appreciate everybody for joining today. I think we got as high as about 72 people in the chat. So that's great, man. Hopefully each week, each Sunday, we continue to increase the chat and everybody in here just giving out so much game this morning. You guys were super active in the comments. Shout out to J Rock. Special thanks to DB, Leonard, and the rest of you guys for tapping in, man, staying active. Appreciate y'all, man. This has been amazing. I think a lot of people got some good information, and we're going to keep this going every Sunday, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. All right? Appreciate you guys for checking in, man. Look, I hope you guys stay safe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Y'all take care, man. Peace.